group of people who just wanted to get together and create theater started doing it in each other's living rooms, inviting their friends and hanging out. And ever since then, we've slowly grown and have continued to adapt with the crazy times, such as we find ourselves now doing virtual theater. Basically, what we specialize in is creating completely new works of theater, all in 24 hours. Be it your first time doing it, or being a seasoned professional, we get everybody into a room. We introduce what BYOT is. We split people up into groups, and from there, those groups branch off. And then based on a monthly theme that's voted on from the previous month's performance, we have our writers write from whenever the meetings end until 8 a.m. in the morning, based off of kind of what the actors and the director are interested in trying in line with that theme. With that in mind, our theme for this month's show is called Ancient History. And so what we've kind of had to do, turning into a virtual theater for the moment, was we got, like we usually do, a group of people who were interested in performing for this month. And we kind of talked about how we nuanced everything. And then what we did was we broke into different Zoom meetings or Google chats and things like that. And like we typically do, writers had till 8 a.m. to write the show. And then what we did was we introduced a new workshopping format. At 12 o'clock today, writers, actors, and directors had a chance to kind of talk about the piece, kind of finesse the piece, and then until from 1 o'clock till 5 o'clock, those performers had a chance to continue to figure out ways to block and adapt into this virtual landscape. And then we did a dress rehearsal. And here we find ourselves about 10 minutes past 24 hours since we had our first meeting. So from there, I'm going to go ahead and actually get us started with our very first scene. It is called End of the World Party. It was written by me, Cody. Aww, I dropped my ball gag. Pariset. And this scene was directed by Cathy. Where's the coffee? Crocco. And it will be featuring performances by Josh. When I coach you how to throw an axe, you'll hit the bullseye every time. Philoon. Our company member, Dante. Hey, can I borrow your ball gag? Charlton. And company member Michelle Limon is now a Newman. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy scene number 1, End of the World Party.
Oh shit, it's on. Okay. All right. Okay.
Fuck it, I'm done!
Ah! Say what now?
I'm done!
Do you care to elaborate?
Oh, I'm officially done with online dating.
Aw, that bad, huh?
Yeah, as if this dumpster fire of a year hasn't sucked enough, I just got stood up on a Zoom date. Zoom!
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
I know!
I mean, like, that's like rock bottom.
Like, it has to be. It can't get any lower than this.
Well, I'm sure the person is, a garbage human being, whoever they are.
Oh, they were. They had to be. You want to know what his name was?
What?
Chad.
No! Oh, bad touch, Chad. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a Chad is a Karen among men.
Chad.
Oh, I got a bad taste in my mouth.
I know.
Bad taste in my mouth. But I tell you what. Bright side, you get to join my party tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it a party, but yes.
Hey, excuse you. Three's company, okay?
Oh, wait, Josh ended up being able to do it.
Yeah, it's snowing.
What, in Florida?
Yeah.
In September?
Yep.
What
Uh-huh.
the fuck?
Yeah. Only in Florida. Oh, yeah.
Hey, hope I'm not late.
Has the world ended yet?
Close.
Then you're just in time.
Michelle?
What's that?
Oh, snow
I heard. Sorry.
in September.
Yeah, it's like not even mid-September. It's like early mid-September. Why the fuck is it snowing at all?
And this is the wonder that's keeping the stars apart.
Love me some E.E. Cummins in my soul.
And climate change, Michelle, that's all.
No, I know. It's just like
That stood up on a Zoom date.
from a Tinder guy.
Oh, that is cold.
I know.
Maybe, hear me out here. Maybe this party should be a funeral for Michelle's love life.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Get out. Fuck you. Low.
All right, because I'm dead. Ah! Oh, now, children. This is technically a funeral, just for us.
Well, I mean, love for me died a long time ago anyway, so.
Well, that's okay. This year killed my relationship.
Oh no, Karen?
No, Jessica.
There's a difference.
Well, want to know what mine was?
What?
Chad.
Ugh.
I know, it was terrible.
All right, I need nourishment. I need a fucking drink is what I need to deal with you and your bullshit.
I mean,
Sorry, Dad.
speaking of the things that take the taste of Chad out of your mouth,
Ew.
I feel like tacos.
Well, so order tacos.
But I should probably, cook something for myself. You a good adult?
Can you afford tacos?
Yeah.
Then get tacos.
Oh, but I should wait till I get paid next Friday.
Oh, how's that going, by the way?
Has what?
The new job.
Oh, yeah, the job. Yes, it goes good. Just a lot of data entry,
I feel like that's most jobs these days.
I disagree.
Okay. What do you do again?
I am a server, honey boo boo, essential worker. Thank you.
Okay. So when you take the order, right, and then you write it down on your notepad, you're entering data onto the notepad.
Stretch.
And you take that data and you go over to the kitchen and you get
Stretch.
and you're entering
You're
data
stretching.
there, and then
You, Josh, are a stretcher. Do you have your food?
yes.
Okay, then let's call it. Happy 24th week of the end of the world. I'm glad we do this, by the way.
Me too.
Yeah, it helps everything else feel a little bit more normal.
Yeah, like people who don't do this are the weirdos.
Yeah, the people who don't have a happy end of the world party every week, just in case, they're the weird ones, right?
Yeah.
Well, when it finally happens, it's not going to be a surprise now, right?
Right. It's just like I feel so desensitized to everything going on around me. Like even when my Tinder Zoom date canceled, it was just like, okay, great, this makes sense. Let's throw more gas on the dumpster fire.
To the dumpster fire!
Dumpster fire.
Dumpster fire.
I get it, though.
Yeah, it's messed up, but it was oddly comforting.
Yeah, it definitely makes all of the weird shit that came before this year seem less nuts.
Like what?
Bush and his whole presidency thing. The Mayan calendar ending in 2012 and supposedly the world. Y2K. That was a thing. That was weird. All of the bullshit that was the 2016 election cycle, respective breakups.
Oh, Karen.
Jessica.
Chad.
No.
No, but really, it does make 2019 feel like ancient history.
For real, though.
Yeah, like Tiger King happened this year.
Holy shit, you're right.
I'm just gonna say it. Time has lost all fucking meaning. Like, I clock into work at 8 a.m. Next thing I know, I'm checking my clock, and it's happy hour.
I actually have the opposite experience.
Really?
Oh yeah, I mean, nobody shows up anymore. I mean, I'm like, we have like swaths of old people, and they take fucking forever.
See, I would have figured that they would be more efficient.
Yeah, but you figured wrong.
I guess I could see that.
And I mean, it's not like they're gonna cut me. I'm basically the only person who shows up regularly anymore. So it's just me and a sea of old people eating garlic bread and tomato basil soup.
Sweet, savory Jesus, I want tacos.
If I had money, I would buy you tacos.
I'm good.
Hey, at least you two have jobs. My industry's been in like a permanent coma since March.
Sorry.
Josh, I must know, have you ever tried temping?
No, temp work is a lie.
Temp work is evil.
Because you know who hires theater people? Salespeople.
Evil!
And, look, I don't know about you, but I know people with theater degrees who have then gone into sales, and every single time it's, oh, you're perfect for it. You just memorize a little script, and it's like a little mini performance. Just be sure to hit your metrics.
Okay, yep, no, that's mighty fucking evil there. You're right.
And like the worst part of it all is some of these people, they actually buy into it and they give over to it, and because it's such an easy way for them to make a lot of money off of commission, and so they like evolve into these people devoted entirely towards making money and just forget why they moved here in the first place.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is what happened to Brad.
Not Brad. He was the best of us.
Yeah, Brad. It's really depressing.
So, what are you hopeful for?
Aliens.
What?
Fuck yeah.
Explain now, please.
Okay, so I don't know, like with all the other shit that's gone on in this year,
Yeah.
aliens, right? Why not? Like,
I mean, it is only September.
yeah, it's September and it's snowing in Florida.
Huh. Yeah, snow in Florida, orange people in white houses,
Impending economic collapse.
fire and brimstone coming down from the sky,
We're sending kids back to school with no vaccine,
rivers and seas boiling.
which that leads to more snow.
I mean, 40 years of darkness, but California is still on fire.
And it is snowing in Florida in September.
Rampant white supremacy and infectious diseases living together, mass hysteria.
And who knows what the fuck next week's gonna bring, right? So, like, listen, if Martians or Klingons or whoever the fuck want to go with their little flying saucer and then just beam me up, I'm here for it, okay? I'm done with this year. It's not getting better. It's just gonna get worse, but not like worse in a more interesting way, just worse but more depressing. So I'm out, okay? If they want to take me, I'm good to go. Bags are packed. Hell yeah.
I'm still hopeful for tacos.
And someday you shall have them.
What are you hoping for, Michelle?
Well, on the subject of food, and stay with me, it kind of goes along with the whole thing ongoing BS issue with Tinder fuckboys, but okay, so this one time I went out on a date with a Tinder guy and we get to talking. He figures out, oh, you can sing. Yeah, I can. Okay, me too. So he proceeds to drag me all over, and I don't even know what neighborhood we were in, trying to find a karaoke bar. And there's clearly none in any close proximity to wherever the hell we were at that time. So an hour and a half later, we're finally by a train station that I recognize. And I said, you know what? Fuck this. Fuck him. I'm going home. So I fucking walk. I got on a train. And when I got home, I picked up my dog. I hugged him, ordered a pizza. And I swear that was the most satisfying ending to a day I have had in recent memory.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. So I hope I have another moment like that.
You deserve it.
Yeah.
Thanks. So, like, does that mean either of you like want to Uber Eats a pizza to my apartment?
Okay. My tacos can wait for a cause. Considering the chat of the situation here, you earned it.
Oh, yay, the pizza!
To pizza.
Hey, to pizza.
I love my white boys.
Oh, we love you back, all white.
Thank you. Never mind, I take it back. I want sausage, by the way.
Sausage. Oh, I could never have guessed.
Mm,
All right, well, I'll see you fuckheads next week.
All right, love you too.
Love you too.
Bye, guys. The pizza!
The pizza!
To effing pizza. That was end of the world party that I happened to write. Awesome. Wonderful job, guys. So thanks so much again for joining us, anyone who is just now doing so. You may have noticed in the comment section I posted just a little link to what is our Fractured Atlas, and that for us is our donation base. So like a lot of theater companies, we don't really have much of a way to compensate, bills, storage costs, running things like a G Suite or YouTube and things like that. So if you do have the chance, or if you have an extra $5, maybe hiding away between the cushions in your couch or futon, please consider throwing it our way. We'd be really, really appreciative of it. And that just helps a small little storefront theater company keep its theoretical doors open. So if you have enjoyed what you've seen so far, you can actually join us, and we would love to have you. If you've never done theater, or if you're just up for challenging yourself and memorizing, directing, writing a play in 24 hours, or meeting a great group of people and who I consider my extended family, my Chicago family, go ahead and send us an email with an idea of kind of things that you're interested in trying. And that is going to be posted in here a little bit during the next scene. But that's going to be sign up at BYOTproductions.com. And we'll throw that in the comments for you. One of the things that you can also do in the event that we have spots fill up is be considered for a special act performance. And this is an opportunity to take our theme and make it something that's not necessarily like a play, but opens it up for groups. We've had people do improv sets based off of our themes. We've had people do burlesque dances based off our themes. People write whole songs or whole sets based off of ancient history. So in lieu of that, our next performer is one of our special act performers. He's a company member with BYOT. His name is Ross, the Sultan of Shred Childs. And here's just a couple of things that he has coming up so you can keep him on your radar. He is the musical mind behind the album Zoology, which is conveniently found on Apple Music and wherever you get your music from. You can catch him playing in the virtual Big Pine Comedy Festival, 7:30 Central Standard Time. Burping, I'm so sorry. 7:30 Central Standard Time on Wednesday, September 16th. He'll also be playing the virtual Piano Comedy Festival. That's going to be at 3 on Saturday, October 3rd. And then he keeps chugging along. He'll be playing live at the Milwaukee Comedy Festival, 7:30 on Wednesday, October 7th. And every Wednesday, you can also catch him at Fantasy Nightclub in Boys Town from 7 to 11. He's also going to be recording music coming up at the Sun Studios in Memphis, Tennessee on November 7th, which I know he's really looking forward to for a while. And finally, he is a member of a currently untitled collaborative music comedy album with some of the best musical comedians in Chicago and across the U.S. If you want to learn more, just go ahead and ask him. And you can follow him on TikTok at capital C Crab, capital M Man 732. And with that, please enjoy the musical stylings of one Ross Childs.
Hello. It's great to be here. Always love playing along with the folks at BYOT. This is a song I wrote about ancient history. Much like ancient history, it's a little long, so bear with me. Ancient history, it's a mystery, or so they say. Ancient history, it happens every day. A lot has happened in the world. More things have happened than haven't happened. They didn't happen, they're not a thing. There are more things than there are not things. Yeah, more things are than aren't. More things are than aren't. More things are than aren't. More things are, yeah, that's all it is. Ancient history, it's a mystery, so they say. Ancient history is happening every day. More people have died than are currently alive. If all the people in history that died suddenly came back to life, that'd be so many people, like 100 billion or more people. The world can't handle that many people. If that many people came back, it'd be chaos. It'd be chaos in the streets. Absolute chaos, all because of ancient history. It's a mystery, or so they say. Ancient history is happening every day. Yeah, let me ask you a question, folks. What do George Washington, Joan of Arc, Genghis Khan, and Bob Hope all have in common? They're all dead. Yeah, they're all dead. So many dead people in history. They're all dead, but imagine if they suddenly weren't. That'd be terrifying for them. Maybe not Bob Hope because he died relatively recently, so there wouldn't be as much of a future shock. There'd be a little bit. But imagine if George Washington came back. He would come back and be all like, what is all this? What's a computer? What the fuck is a burger? You went to the moon? Why is pizza? Why is pizza? You ever see George Washington have a nervous breakdown? You would if he came back to life and saw pizza. He'd go completely insane. Pizza would blow his mind. He's never seen that much flavor in one place. 'Cause it's ancient history, ancient history, ancient history, so they say. Ancient history, it's a mystery. Ancient history is happening every day. There's something you gotta know, folks. You know what? We're ancient history. Really think about it. Because we currently exist in the future's past. Just like how we are the past's future. Because the future's relative to the past. The future is relative to the past. Washington would think we're all from the future, just like how Blarnax 5 would think we're from the past. To Blarnax 5, we're from the past. To Blarnax 5, we're from the past. To Blarnax 5, we're from the past. Because Blarnax 5 is our future. He's our future. Yeah, all hail Blarnax 5. All hail Blarnax 5. The future belongs to him. Ancient history, ancient history, ancient history. It's who we are. Ancient history, it's not a mystery. Ancient history, if it's Blarnax, yeah. We are Blarnax, we are Blarnax, we are Blarnax. Don't go too far. We are Blarnax, we are Blarnax. We will be used as fuel for his car. He drives a car that's powered by history. By history, I mean our bones. Thank you.
Give a virtual round of applause for Ross Childs. Thank you so much, man. All right. You may have also just seen, while Ross was playing, I threw in some of our social media sites. If you want to learn a little bit more about us and just kind of see some of the work that we've done, go ahead and hit us up and see our YouTube page. It's got pretty much mostly every one of our monthly shows. What we do is we film every scene and we end up putting it on YouTube in a playlist of that particular month. And it's a fun way to just kind of go back and see the work you've done. It's a lot of fun. You can also check us out on our Instagram at BYOT Productions. And of course, click that little BYOT thing at the top of the page and give us a like, and stay tuned for some upcoming things that we've got going on. With that, I'm going to keep us rolling into our next special act. He is also a company member, and his name is Jay. I'm brushing up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my Rohr. And a couple things about him before he comes on. He recently had a story in the film noir style published in the October issue of Switchblade magazine. Go ahead and check that out. He also has more content of the work that he does on his personal website, honestyisnotcontagious.com, and we'll be shooting that link to you for you to check out as well. You can also check out his original music with the band he has called Beer Finger, and that can be found on Bandcamp. And finally, Jay wanted me to let everyone know before he does his special act that he is a trained historian, and everything you are about to hear is 100% true. And without further ado, J. Rohr.
Right. Greetings. History. It's one of the myriad things you couldn't give a fuck about in school that is currently influencing every aspect of your life. Although I'm sure many of you have developed a certain occasional interest in it, especially lately, you've probably posted on social media about something while demanding to know why you weren't taught that thing in school, as if someone was preventing you from learning about it on your own. But times change, and so do people. What didn't intrigue you once might inspire you now. Yet it's painfully true. There are some things historians don't seem to want to discuss. Sure, we get some of the major talking points, but rarely the real juicy portions. We're given the bland brand, never the sugar cereal. Consider George Washington crossing the Delaware. You may have heard about that incident, but it's unlikely you'll learn that as he climbed into the boat, he said to General Henry Knox, who was already seated, "Shift that fat ass, Harry, but slowly, or you'll swamp the damned boat." I suppose history in that way is a lot like the lonely tree of Tenyeri, a solitary acai isolated in the Sahara Desert, nothing around it for 400 kilometers, roughly 248 miles. This tree survived for centuries as the desert grew around it, all other plant life dying off. Yet the lonely tree of Tenyeri endured, until 1973 when a drunk truck driver drove into it. That said, sadly, sometimes history is most like General George S. Patton's infamous abandoned rear. While only a colonel, Patton was scouting locations for a tank training school in Europe. He passed through a town called Bourg. One day, the mayor came to ask about a dead U.S. soldier that had been buried outside of town. He wanted to offer his condolences. Unsure what the mayor referred to, Patton asked to be shown the grave. The mayor brought him to a freshly dug mound in the earth marked with a cross that read, "Abandoned Rear." Patton didn't have the heart to inform the mayor this was a euphemism for a shit pit, the cross simply a bit of lowbrow humor marking a toilet. Years later, Patton returned to Bourg during World War II and found the town still paying respects to the fallen soldier they knew as Abandoned Rear. It's not surprising humans have a tendency towards lowbrow humor. One of the oldest jokes on record is a Sumerian proverb from circa 1900 BCE. For those of you unfamiliar, Sumeria is the region we now know as southern Iraq. The proverb goes like this: something which has never occurred since time immemorial. A young woman did not fart in her husband's lap. Perhaps we needed to cultivate that sense of humor, considering that the Romans used fermented urine as mouthwash. It may seem disgusting, but keep in mind, human beings have always been gross. That's why, in 1750, a female French donkey, or she-ass, was caught having sex with a man named Jacques Ferrand. At the she-ass's trial, and yes, there was a trial, and a quick glance over E.P. Evans' book, The Criminal Prosecution and Punishment of Animals, reveals humanity's long history of animal court cases. But at the donkey's trial, the members of the community came out to attest to the she-ass's fine, upstanding character. Convinced of the donkey's moral stature, the court let her go. They hung Jacques Ferrand, which I think we can all agree was the right thing to do. But nothing seems to drive humans as mad as sex, yet the subject is mentioned very little in most history books. Perhaps it's the grim history of contraception, from Egyptian condoms made of animal intestines and their spermicides composed of crocodile dung, to the 16th century Canadian practice of drinking powerful alcohol from jars full of beaver testicles. The everyday history of humanity is often an unpleasant experience. It is, after all, the product of boredom, gossip, and fear. However, it seems to me we should look back, not to see ourselves as better, but rather similar, maybe even in need of renewing certain ancient practices. Like I'm sure proctologists might prefer the Egyptian term for their profession, shepherds of the anus. We can also find that life isn't so bad, relatively speaking. Archaeologists uncovered a skeleton at the site of Pompeii, the town famous for everyone dying in a volcanic eruption, a great tragedy that would only be surpassed by the horrible film about that calamity. Well, this poor fucker was fleeing the devastation, perhaps successfully, until a boulder fell on his head, killing him. In a way, that makes his life worse than Japanese engineer Tsutomu Yamaguchi. He was in Hiroshima on business when the first atomic bomb exploded. Though it blew out his eardrums, blinded him temporarily, and burned his skin, Tsutomu survived and was able to make it home to Nagasaki just in time for the second bomb to drop on it. Which leads some to wonder who we were really trying to get with those bombs, but I digress. Benjamin Franklin was left out of the writing of the Declaration of Independence because he couldn't be trusted not to put a joke in there. Romans collected the sweat of athletes to use for all manner of health and beauty products, chugging vials of gladiator sweat to feel virile, rubbing it on their skin. Ancient Chinese women cured themselves of pregnancy by drinking liquid mercury. Interesting side note, it sometimes cured them of sanity and life as well. Napoleon's penis was cut off at his autopsy, sold, and taken around Europe on display. It now resides with the Latimer family of New Jersey. Speaking of Bonaparte, perhaps in these times it's good to remember one of his lesser-known defeats. In July 1807, after signing a treaty that ended all conflict with Imperial Russia, Napoleon wanted to celebrate. As such, he proposed a rabbit hunt. An enthusiastic chief of staff arranged an outdoor luncheon complete with hundreds of bunnies in cages that would be released for Emperor Napoleon to murder at his convenience. However, instead of fleeing from the hunters, the horde of rabbits that had been released en masse went straight at the hunting party. Napoleon panicked as a swarm of longhairs started scampering up his pants and pulling at his jacket. He and his men fled. The man who conquered Europe couldn't beat a bunch of bunnies. Makes one wonder why we aren't taught certain things, especially since we can learn a lot from history. It may seem inscrutable, at times dull, and often unsettling, nauseating, regrettable, uplifting, profound, encouraging. But it is all those things because, as Alan Bennett wrote, it's one fucking thing after another. Something to keep in mind, since we unfortunately live in interesting times. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Jay Rohr, and that could not have been a more perfect segue. Thank you, Jay. We are living in interesting times, and I just wanted to take a quick moment to go ahead and just remind everybody that if you have the opportunity to, we're coming in on probably one of the, is the most important election of our generation and of American history up to this point. So just wanted to put out a healthy reminder. I don't know how many days there are until the election, and I really, really should. But do all that you can to get out and vote. Get those mail-in ballots, get to the early voting places, wear a mask. But if you can vote from home, do that, because this is probably, this will set the stage for where we go. So thank you for that amazing performance, Jay. And you, again, can follow him at honestyisnotcontagious.com. So with that, we're coming in on a couple of our last little bits of the show here. But what we're going to do before we do end up reading our last scene for the evening is we have a special tradition for people who stick around us for long enough and they keep performing and they keep writing and they keep directing. Because maybe they just like the adrenaline rush you get from sitting there at 1 o'clock thinking, oh, I have 2 more pages to go. But for people who stick around and continue to join our family every month, we have a 6-month requirement. If you participate with BYOT for 6 shows, they don't have to be in succession, but if you come play with us 6 times, what we do is we make you a company member. What that entails is a little bit of BYOT history and lore. So once upon a time, there was a production of a show, and that show consisted of a very intriguing prop. Now, this prop could be described as a member. It was essentially a cardboard blue penis. And for some reason or another, this prop refuses to die. And we've managed to carry it with us these past 6.5 years. And it's become an important kind of rite of passage for us to sort of knight those people who have earned their stripes and stick around. So I want to go ahead and bring on someone who has put in an amazing amount of work in participating with us, Kristina Newcomb. If you can go ahead and join our live stream.
Can you see me?
Oh gosh, I don't know. We can hear you.
Oh, okay, good. Darn.
Ben Chatzel, everybody. With that, Kristina, I just want to say again, thank you for this over the live stream. I think you're actually our first ever live stream inductee, so congratulations. But for outstanding work with us and consistent dedication to the company, and we always ask this before we do the knighting. And Kristina did agree, but I want to ask it one more time in front of everybody, because consent is all. Kristina, could I go ahead and knight you with the big blue dick?
You have my consent.
Thank you. And since ours is actually in storage way down on West Fullerton, I'm going to just go ahead and bump the wall with my poorly constructed Post-it big blue dick. So with that, welcome, company member of BYOT.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Congratulations, and thank you so much again for being a part of our ongoing story as a company.
Thank you.
Awesome. And with that, we're going to actually lead into a play that Kristina wrote, and that's going to bring us home for the evening. And this scene is entitled Winter Blues. It was written by company member Kristina, if you can't beat 'em, Newcomb. It was directed by company member and our director of development, Shawn. I told you, it's Shawn, not Bob Ross. And it will be performed by one of our first-time performers, Allison. She puts the Fraggle in Fradkin. Samantha, peace, love, and joy. And company member who you saw earlier on, returning, Ross, the Sultan of Shred Childs. So without further ado, bringing us home for the night, scene number 2, Winter Blues.
Hi there.
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Thanks for joining me for this session this evening. Where did you hear about me?
Well, my mom found you through an Instagram ad, actually.
I'm being promoted by Instagram. Weird. How does that work?
You know, I don't really know. I thought you put those ads up by yourself.
Oh no, I would never. I think Yeah, shall we get started?
Yes. Oh.
Tell me about yourself.
Aren't you the one who's supposed to be telling me about myself?
I mean, tell me things that you can answer for yourself, like your name, where you're from, your birthday.
Well, my name is John. I was in New Hampshire. I have 2 sisters, and
Interesting.
not really. I'm about 26 years old.
Really? You look a lot older.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do the cards say?
Oh, well, that's for you to decide. You have to pick 3.
Sorry, I have to pick cards over Zoom?
Yes, over Zoom. What did you think was going to happen? That they just magically appear? No. This is for you. You have to just point.
Whoa, hold on. What if I pick the wrong ones?
No such thing as the wrong cards.
Okay, how do you know that?
This is what I do. I just know.
Okay. Just fine. The 3 on the end there.
These ones.
Yeah, yes, those 3.
Okay. Excellent choice, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. So.
Well,
I'm telling you, okay, this one is your past. This one represents your present. And of course, we have your future. Let's see now. The 5 of Swords. That means you have recently left something behind in your life. Perhaps a job that you recently quit.
nope. I've been working at the same job for years now.
Oh. Perhaps a bad habit that you've dropped. Yes.
Nope. Kind of do the same thing every day. Don't really.
Shit, what could it be then? If it's not me. Duh. It's a woman. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I did recently end things with a girl I was seeing.
Wait, what? You and that poor girl, you broke her heart. How could you do something like that? I can't believe you would.
Chill. All right. Look, I don't know. Things just really weren't working out. I guess it didn't really feel right in the moment. I don't know.
Do you really consider yourself someone who lives in the moment?
Well, I do. Yeah.
You may want to reevaluate that, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
That means, but
think about what being in the moment means to you, okay? Maybe, perhaps you will rediscover meaning in things. Yes.
Look, I think I'm doing just fine, actually. Look, I contacted you because I wanted to find out more material things,
I have nothing to gain from lying to you, okay, or giving you false information. Besides, I get paid either way, whether or not I lie to you. So may I remind you, you are the one, okay, who wanted to find out things about yourself you don't already know. You are the one who reached out to me, okay? I did not come looking for you. So, moving on. Yes? You're, oh. You are a lucky one. Yes, you are. The star is your present card. The star. Okay. The star represents the birth of something new coming out of a dark place. Ring a bell? Like maybe an old romance is not ancient history. Okay.
Okay, no, stop. Does that mean anything physical? Like, I'm just going to be straight with you. What does this have to do, I want to know if I'm going to find out anything that has to do with money, all right? Am I going to come into money anytime soon? That information would be very helpful to me. What the fuck does ancient history have to do with any of this?
Oh, yes, I see it now. You will come into some money. Sure.
Really? How much?
Yeah. A few thousand. Yes.
That's it?
If you wanted to know about how much money you were going to be coming into, you would have reached out to an accountant. Okay.
All right, fine.
All right.
You know what? Just tell me what the last card says.
Yes. Moving on. Your future. You have a long winter ahead of you.
Okay, well,
You need. Oh, you need to start preparing yourself right now. Go start preparing. This is important.
how? So how do I prepare?
Oh, I don't know. That's for you to decide. Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, there are just some things that I don't know. I just speak for the cards.
What? Oh, come on, dude. What does that even mean?
Yes. Well, you clearly don't want to listen to what the cards are really saying, and you only want to know what you want the cards to say. So, I suggest you breathe. All right, let go of the material items. Just forget about money and forget about the jobs and think about you. Okay, think about what you need.
But what I need is money. That's what I need.
Okay. Great. Anyway, so moving on. You have my Venmo. That will be $30, please. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Okay. Good luck to you. Mm-hmm. All right. Bye-bye now.
Hi, sweetie!
Oh, hey, Mom.
Did you get those disinfectant wipes that I sent you?
Yeah, Mom, I got the disinfectant wipes. All right, I got all of them.
Oh!
Okay?
Good. It makes me very happy to know that my baby is taken care of. So, how are things over there? I miss you. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Did you have your session with that Instagram psychic that I suggested to you? Do you need money to pay for it? What was her name again?
Mom. Yeah. I saw her, talked to her. You don't need to pay for it. She really wasn't that expensive. You know, I just got off the phone with her.
She is so great, isn't she? So mature. What was in the room?
Mom, I really think she's a fraud.
Honey, how can you say that?
What? I don't believe in that, hoity-toity, mumbo-jumbo stars in the cards bullcrap. You know that.
How did my son become such a skeptic? It's so fun.
She didn't really have anything to say about me. Something about a long winter, but it's September, so I don't have anything to worry. You don't have to worry about that yet. Something about ancient history, like I thought the whole purpose was to talk about the future, not the past. How is someone supposed to get to know me through Zoom anyway? She could have had all of my social media profiles pulled up right in front of her. Everything there is to know about anybody is right there on the internet. Well, all right. I will say this. She did guess that I recently went through a breakup, but, that can...
A breakup? Since when were you seeing someone at all, huh?
Look, it was a little while ago, Mom. We were only together for like 6 months.
My own son never tells me anything anymore.
Mom, it really wasn't that big of a deal.
Oh, women are just no big deal? What would your sister think if they heard you say that?
You're right. I'm sorry.
I just know that I raised you better. No son of mine devalues women. Now, that psychic lady said the Mercedes was a good investment, and I am going to live for a very, very long time.
Well, I figured both those things would be true, Mom. You're probably going to outlive me.
Anyway, I wish you were here to come and get the new car with me, but you were too busy working like always.
Well, speaking of which, I got to go back to work pretty soon. I got to save up and get that Mercedes just like you one day.
You workaholic. Addicted to paycheck. I don't know where you get it from.
Yeah. I got to go, Mom.
Okay, fine. Can you call me back soon?
Love you. Mom, love you.
I love you too, kiddo.
Work beer, drinking the beer at work. Work beer, drinking a beer. Gonna check on Instagram. There's not much to do. Check on Instagram. How's my ex doing? How's my ex doing? Ex-girlfriend. Oh, my ex-girlfriend. There she is. When did she go to France? When did she? Oh my God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Hi. Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing. Nothing. Just
Oh, okay. Cool.
look. I didn't mean to call you. It was an accident. I was on the internet. And,
An accident. You accidentally dialed my number out.
no, I didn't. Well, why would I dial? I didn't delete it.
Huh. I assumed that you would.
No, of course not.
Well, I just thought from the way you sent me a Venmo request for half the price of all the meals we ever ate together that there was no chance of us making things up.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. You're. Look.
Fuck is what I said too.
Look. I want to.
And that was some embarrassing shit.
Winter. Yeah, I know. Okay. It was a shitty thing to do. Okay, it was horrible. I know.
And what made you come to that conclusion?
I guess I was a little upset with you.
For what?
For what? For ending things the way you did.
Yeah. I'm sorry I ended it over FaceTime.
Yeah, that was before quarantine, too. That really sucked.
I'm sorry, but here we are again, aren't we? It's kind of ironic that right after I did that, we went into quarantine, and that's all we're able to do now. Is talk on the phone with two people. Yeah.
I still don't really know why you broke up with me.
I've been thinking about that a little, maybe a lot. I've had a lot of time to think about myself, and when I was with you, I stopped thinking about myself and who I was, and I'm sorry, okay? You didn't do anything wrong. I just lost who I was a bit, and that felt really scary. There were too many scary things happening at the same time.
Yeah, I've been feeling like that a lot lately.
Isn't it kind of scary?
Well, if it helps, I liked the person you were.
Thanks.
I'm sorry you felt like you lost it. But you were. I know what it's like to lose a person like you. It sucks.
And I'm sorry I did it like that.
Well, we're here now, aren't we? In this moment.
Yep, over Zoom. So, what have you been up to?
Oh, just been trying to work.
You're going back to
Yeah, well, the office is taking all the safety precautions it can. So.
Still shitty though?
Yep. So, your class is online or in person?
They're all online.
How's that going?
Honestly, it's been alright. So, like I said, I've got a lot more time to myself, so I'm spending a little bit of time walking back and forth from class and waiting in endless cafe lines for coffee. And now I can just sit in bed with my coffee that I made right here. Oh, I'm taking an ancient history class, and that's going really great. What?
Nothing. It just so happens I've been thinking a lot about ancient history too.
Huh. Well, maybe I can give you another call sometime soon, and we can chat about it.
Well, I'd love to know more.
Me too. Well, I've got to get going now, but can I text you and figure out a time to chat again? Oh, and by the way, I am not gonna complete that Venmo request, okay?
Please don't. For the love of God, don't. Yeah, I'll see you later. It'll be good. It'll be good. Well, son of a bitch, Lady Amethyst. Son of a bitch. Legit. Mom.
All right. That was our final scene for the night. That was scene number 2, Winter Blues. Well, shoot. Looks like we've reached the end of the night. But before we do go dark, I just wanted to go ahead and say a couple quick things. A couple thank yous just real quick. Thank you, everyone who watched or is still watching on Facebook Live. We really appreciate it. Really appreciate your support. Come play with us and send us an email at signup@byotproductions.com. I put that in the comments. Our next show is going to be Saturday, October 10th. We'd love to have you with us. Also, huge thanks to our videographer and our media director, Ben. I finally figured out freaking name for you. It's Ben the Shiz, the Shaz, the Shizzle, Shatzel. Good God. And and then also huge thanks to our production manager and also company member and our director of development, Shawn. God damn it, I told you it's Shawn, not Bob. Ross. And with that, I just want to bring everybody who's still in our Google Meet. Just go ahead and turn your screens on. And let's all just take one big virtual bow. So thanks to all of our performers, our directors, our writers. Again, thank you all for watching. If you have an opportunity to shoot us $5 through that Fractured Atlas link, and we greatly appreciate it so we can continue supporting our family of artists. Again, if you're interested in joining, shoot us an email. Stay safe, wear a mask, and stay creative. Have a good night, everybody.